Greetings, welcome back to another video. This time around we are at the very end of the road. We are at the very end of the road as well, it is the penultimate easy map. We're gonna be going for a silly this time, which, well, quite the interesting hero, but my goodness, she is terrible in the very beginning of the game. The thing with Vasily is that she's more of a Moab kind of hero. What she does is she uses this sort of voodoo magic to kind of destroy Moab's insides and do damage to Moab's. While her main attack, it is very slow, meaning that Bloons pretty much leak really easily. So, easily. No pun intended there, but pretty fun pun nonetheless. But anyway, the fact of the matter is that she is so bad early game and with Bloons that I need to place down a sub to be able to get her at the very end of round 7. Or I guess technically it is at the beginning of round 8. But here we are. Gonna place her down, and she's gonna be doing this little voodoo attack, and yeah, we will see how it goes. So we're gonna place her on strong for now, and we will now be getting to the main strategy of the day, which is kind of as scuffed as it gets in the way that it is making our life a little bit harder than what it needs to be. But you know, I need to have some fun, and we are closing in on the easy maps here. So I thought I would do something unique, so I consulted my cousin who recommended the middle path of the beast handler. So yeah, that's gonna be good. That is the dinosaur. So the dinosaur is fairly decent, and it is just in the right price range in the sense that it does like we will be able to afford everything. And the thing with beast handlers is that it is a beast that you control, and its damage output, you can tell by the icons here that you add power to the beast. So the more beast handlers you have, the more power you get, because what you can do is that you can merge the beasts together to make the beasts even stronger. And that is what we are going to be doing. And the thing is that we will even be using the tier 5, which is, as you can see, it is very expensive, 64,000. But that is not the whole story. In order to be able to get a tier 5 beast handler, you need to have 4 tier 4 beast handlers. And the tier 4 beast handlers that we will be getting are bloody expensive. They're like 10,000 or something like that. So you're gonna be spending like 40k, yeah, like 40,000 I would say, just to be able to get the tier 4s, and from there we need to save up like 65k to get tier 5. So it is one hell of a price range, and we do have enough for it, and we even have enough to go further. We can fully buff the tier 5 too, which requires 3 additional tier 4s. But it is a lot of money, and yeah, that makes it a little bit tough, of course, because you are required to save up for the money and making sure that you can deal with the stuff that happens as you do save for it. So here you can see that I'm increasing my power as I upgrade it. Now it has the power of 11. The tier 4 is 10k, as you can see. So yeah, this strategy, it's going to involve a little bit of microing. I did quite a bit of testing. I didn't know which hero to bring. I brought Soda originally, but a little bit on the boring end. You know, I always bring Soda. So I thought I would do something else, and that I will indeed be doing by bringing a Silly, who does, as I said, quite a bit of damage to Moabs. She's more of a Moab hero than a Bloon hero. Gonna get this for, okay, I guess it wasn't necessary, but now we need camo. Gotta be a little bit careful. Just so, I think, so she's gonna hit the yellows. Wanna make sure she hits all the yellows, and then we put her on first at the very end so she can hit the red balloons. But it gets a little bit like, look, it's just leaking right there. It is just crazy how much she sucks in the beginning of the game. I can't get over how bad she is. I'm not even joking. Like, this is just me having to do micro. I think strong is the way to go, though. You have to hit the yellow. The yellows. Yellow, yellow, and yellow, and yellow, and yellow. There's another. How many yellows are there? Jeez, I think I'm leaking again. Maybe if I do this? Okay, barely, yeah. So that's why silly is kind of ass. But I do that just to make the strategy even more scuffed, you know? Because why not? Makes it all the fun, right? All the fun. So here's round 35. We will get the radar scanner before round 36. Luckily, barely too. But we get it. And now we should be kinda safe. That felt surprisingly close. I guess it's because I have it on fast forwarding is just always very dangerous. Should have her on strong. Yeah, I'm gonna leak again, of course. So stupid, because I didn't have her on strong. And the dino as well just misses, which is annoying, but yeah, now it should be easy, right? So you could see, like, nothing has really changed from the setup or anything, just the targeting, and if you have fast forwarding on, suddenly the towers that we are using, they start to miss and stuff, which is very typical for both of the towers we have, both Vasily and the T-Rex there. The T-Rex is easily misses, like surprisingly easily, but anyway. Gonna get this Velociraptor a little bit stronger. Actually does quite a bit of more damage as it gets stronger, so that is an important thing about the Beast Handler. I'm gonna include these failures in the video, by the way. I don't care enough. This should be fine, right? I think, yeah. Just so you are aware that you need to kind of take it a little slower. I'm just a little lazy, so I kind of risk it by fast forwarding, but these towers, they easily miss. And it's crazy, but that is like a key thing. So here you will see that she is pretty good with Moabs. As you can see, she easily just popped the Moab right there. The totem is another thing about Isili that that's decent. As you can see, a totem that gives camo detection, extra pierce, attack range, attack speed, projectile speed, etc. But the downside is that you gotta pay 10 lives, and that means that we cannot use it for this run here, because we don't have any lives to lose, because we are playing on this mode, making her just a little bit worse, of course. The totem is a huge part of Vasily, actually. So Vasily is kind of better on other modes, but... And I'm gonna leak again, of course. I just got the T-Rex too. This is so, like, it's so stupid. There we go. And I'm leaking a yellow there. Okay, I'll place down another, merge that one. That should be good enough. Maybe add the jungle drums as well. And just have a very strong Velociraptor. Honestly think that's better. The T-Rex, it doesn't do a crazy amount of damage. The ability, again, is its main strength. So, I'm dying a whole lot here, just because, again, I'm just being careless. As you can see, it wasn't difficult at all. I just needed to make this. It's just that I got the T-Rex at a time where it doesn't attack fast enough. Like, it misses. That is, like, the whole problem. Which, again, is an annoying thing about the tower that is a little bit frustrating. Get the purple thing. And now, finally, we should be getting the T-Rex, so... There we go. By the way, as always with End of the Road, you can just get any other good, reliable Tier 5. There's one lane and all that, you know, you could get the heli pilot, get whatever you want to get. I'm just, the reason why I do this is just for fun, so... But here we are. So now we are going to be good for a while. The T-Rex is quite decent. We have 32 out of 64 tower, but as you can power, but as you can see, we need to have 4 beasts, as I was talking about, so we need 3 more. We will get another one right now, so now we have 2. So we need 2 more in order to get the tier 5, so we are, as you can see, we are far away from having enough money. And we have spent a decent chunk already. Like, you could probably, with this money, you probably could have used like maybe a carrier flagship. We're just gonna destroy all of these rounds. More so than the T-Rex, that's for sure. But anyway, it feels surprisingly close. Maybe I don't have it in the best spot. Maybe I can have it here. So later on, having like more beast handlers, it allows me to put it in other like spots, that is the reason why I place the handlers a bit further away, so I can place it, like, if I want to, I can place it here and I can attack stuff over there. Oops. Like, I can attack stuff over here if I want. So that's something to keep in mind. And oh, I thought I was gonna leak there for a second. Gonna get another now. Boom, a little bit more power. 48, and the T-Rex, we will be getting that in just a second. There we go. Perfect. We now have 40, like, how much do we have? How much do we have? I click on the ceiling for some reason. 56 out of 64, so we almost have like the maximum power for the T-Rex. But in order to get the, or to be able to get the tier 5, we need to save up. So, I'm gonna get the purple just to be safe here. There we go, using the stomp. But yeah, let's get the last one. Merge that, there we go. Now we have 64 power, which is the maximum. Gonna get this upgrade here for only 76 bucks. And yeah, we're good now. I don't think I'm gonna die for a while, so that's good. It's a bit embarrassing to call it a sort of guide and then, you know, constantly die, but it's more of a challenge than a guide, as it's not necessarily a setup I would recommend for this map. But anything that I've done before could be done here too. That's kind of how the easy map works. So this ability here is Cecily's big strength. The Moab Hex, it just destroys the Moab. Very good. Very, very strong. And eventually she destroys COMGs, and at level 20 she even destroys bads. So like, if you want very late game, then she is going to be one of the best heroes for sure. Because of her ability to insta-kill bads. Just crazy. But alright, finally, we have the max beast handlers. So now we have the ability to save up for the Gigantosaurus, which requires $64,000. So we're not going to get that until the very late 80s, I think. So it is going to be a lot of stuff to worry about, as we need to deal with super ceramics and a lot of Moabs, and we are unable to really do anything to get much stronger, as we need as much money as possible to be able to afford what we need to buy, which is the tier 5 upgrade. And even with the tier 5, it's not like it's smooth sailing too. It can still leak, which is annoying, but Cecilia now, though, she's getting quite a bit stronger. So, as you can see, she just destroys the BFBs right there. And she just gets stronger and stronger. So, she does even more damage to Moabs. So, Moabs are not an issue at all. The issue is when we get groups of Bloons together, we're just unable to pop everything. That is the biggest weakness with the towers that we have, as I have been talking about. So here, 74. Perfect. You can use the stomp, I guess. 75 is not an issue. You can use the hex if you want to, just for fun. 76 completely destroyed. 77 now. So we've had a good run now. Nothing bad has happened yet. Or, I mean, in the last 20 rounds, a lot of bad stuff did happen earlier, but I think it's good, you know, because I demonstrate the point with the strategy and the weaknesses behind it, and I think that's important, so there we go. And, yeah, let me know if you disagree with that. I mean, I would think that for you guys it's more entertaining, but if you are following every single guide, then it's probably not the best, but I'm not really thinking too much in guide terms yet because of the easy maps. Even in intermediate maps, you do have a decent amount of leeway, but once we get past that, things start getting real and we need to do more meta stuff, which we will, don't worry about that. And those are the maps that you are likely struggling on, so oh, that will be fun once we get there. And we are almost there. This is the second last easy map, which is nice. It's really nice. So here we can use the hex on the COMG, and if you look at that, it gets completely destroyed. So, as you can see, I mean, she is pretty strong eventually, but only for Moabs. That is her main purpose, so here, let's use the stomp. I need to start being a little bit more alert. I'll use. Okay, I guess I don't need to do it just yet. Yeah, now I'll use the hex so we can hit some of these fortifieds, and that's 82. I guess we're good. We're good still. 86 is kind of tough. That killed me numerous times in my practice runs. So, but I was thinking of Psy too, but Psy kind of sucks. Psy's terrible. It's just very annoying to use. Okay, so let's use some more abilities. Perfect. How are we doing? Pretty well. A lot thanks to Asili and her ability. It's so good. It is crazy. It just annihilates everything. Because the issue is, we get overwhelmed, right? So if we no longer get overwhelmed, then it's easy. So there we go. Easy. Easy peasy. That's a bit tempting, but I'll wait until next round. Get this. Gotta be a little bit on the careful side right now, since we do have two things happening, and I did almost leaked, but I did not. Perfect. There we go. Wonderful. Let's once again use the ability. It's crazy. We're just annihilating the COMGs. Wild. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. So she's decent eventually. So here's 88, not a problem. How about these COMGs? I haven't done any micro. This has been way easier in late game than I expected. Maybe it's because of my ability usage. Or silly. I'm leaking! Damn it. Yeah, it is 89, isn't it? Yeah, so we gotta be a bit careful right now. I need to use the abilities at the right time. Let's use the... Is now the right time for the stomp? Now, I guess it's good. I'm still leaking. Something is leaking somehow. So stupid. I'm almost able to afford everything too. I guess I just need to hit the camo balloons. So that's what I will actually do. Use the stomp. There we go. And eat all of those, please. I really should have had the Moab ability, or the Hex ability, or whatever. So this is the micro that I was talking about. I spoke too soon. I did speak too soon, sadly. Of course, I can't place it there. There we go. Are we good now? We are. And here's the biggest dinosaur you've ever seen. So that's good. Now the stomp affects the entire map, so that's pretty good. So here, if I use the stomp now, it affects the entire map. So that is nifty. And I still almost leak because it's not able to chew fast enough. It's so silly, but okay. So now we're gonna buff it even further. Let's use this. Let's use this. And let's get another one so we can buff it even more. We have it 100 out of 132, so it's not maxed out just yet. Gonna try to get it even stronger so we can easily defeat these last rounds here. So it's silly. Oi, I'm gonna leak, yeah. It's because I'm using fast forward too much. So things just he's just unable to chew everything, despite being like extremely expensive. We've literally spent 100,000 on this tower, but it is because I don't like. Let's get those. I just do it too quickly, and here you can see how easy we defeated the round. So going slow is the key with this beast handler tower. So here we get it even stronger. Perfect. I'm gonna get a little bit more power. Now we are 116, so we need 16 more. I'm almost dying at this purples. What the hell's happening? I'm dying. How the hell am I dying on purples? It's just... That is very strange. Very strange. But again, that just goes to show what I've told you and what I've constantly said, that the downside is that it doesn't chew fast enough. So grouped stuff can get through. So here we go. So it's like a slow hitting tower that does a lot of damage, you could say. Why is everything so easy all of a sudden? I don't know. But okay, I guess I won't complain about that. Let's just merge. I'm leaking again. Damn it. Oh no, okay. Come on, I can't be stuck on round 95, man. This is insane. Do I have to delay, like, when I use the ability or something? Yeah. I think it's something to do with the spot that I have it in. But I'll place it here, maybe? I don't know. I'm getting a little tilted right now, I'm not gonna lie. Like, what the hell is going on? This is just, stupid. Let's also use the purple ability. Oh no, I used the ability way too early there. There's still more purples to come, and DDTs can kill me too. Okay, good. Okay, well now we have the ability. I almost leaked there. I saw that leak, but it did not happen. I'm gonna leak. It's the stupid ceramics at the end there. It's like... That is just insane. I guess I'll just bring a stupid glue gunner. Just to kind of take care of that, because this is starting to really piss me off. This stupid strategy, man. Now it's super easy. Like, nothing is getting through. Just because of the glue. Just look at this. Just look at this glue. It's completely destroying everything. Doesn't surprise me at all. It's just how things are. The glue is just very effective. So, it's just the only The only downside is just that he doesn't attack fast enough, right? I've said it constantly. I'm saying it again. We need 8 more power. That should be good enough. We have max dinosaur right now. Look at that killing machine. Look at round 98, round 99. There we go, we're done. And there's 100. So, yeah, it was me being I was being very stubborn there. I should have just used the glue gunner earlier, but that doesn't really matter. I enjoyed this. I'm extremely scuffed there. I should have used the glue gunner earlier. Because they're just bullshit, right? Stupid bullshit. But once we got that, it was easy as hell, so... Yeah, definitely the worst run so far, but kind of a funny strategy nonetheless. Don't try this at home, I guess, but that's the end of the road, so we got only logs to go. And that will be the end of our coverage on easy maps, as we will be looking at Luminous Cove for intermediate maps. And that's happening in just a couple of days, so... But first, we have logs, so that's gonna be another fun one. I will see you then, so thank you for watching, and have a great day.